Shush. And don't you shush me. Do you hear that?
Welcome back, y'all, to your favorite podcast, the Apollo Bros. I'm your host, KJ Majority. We got Tempo in the building, and we got Kevin.
What is up? How you guys doing,
y'all? Happy Thanksgiving. We're actually dropping a little bit earlier just because, you know, we want y'all to enjoy y'all Turkey Day and not feel like y'all missed out on your favorite podcast. So we're dropping on Wednesday this week at 9 a.m. Same shit. Also on YouTube, all that good jazz. Make sure you tell your peoples, bro. Make sure you share us, all that good jazz.
Yeah, always share us.
And with that being said, let's get started into the show. You already know what it is. Our first segment, which is What's Poppin', our current event and pop culture segment. You good, Tempo?
Yeah, no, that's the sound effect, bro. Until we get the soundboard, do in the background. What's poppin'? You already know.
You know what I would love if we could get Jack Harlow to just to say it real quick. Just be like, "What's poppin'?"
Yeah, this is Jack Harlow, and listen to Apollo Bros. What's poppin'? And like just all of that shit.
Like the radio ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like that gotta be like a solid 20 grand right there.
Yo, it probably is to be honest with you.
Yeah, he ain't cheap.
I'm trying to think who else would do that shit. I'm trying to think who would do that shit for cheap.
I'm gonna hit a Boosie like, yo, we talk about you so goddamn much, you might as well just hop on the show real quick.
It's bullshit badass and you listen to Apollo, bro.
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
$1,000 on the live. Bro, Boosie, we don't do that here, bro. You talking, nah, this bullshit badass you're talking to.
Oh, y'all are funny, bro. Y'all are funny. But yeah, so starting off this segment, we gotta talk about one of my favorite shows is fucking ending after this season. Black Lightning is ending after season.
Let's clap it up for that show ending.
Don't get smacked. Don't get smacked, Tempo. Don't get smacked up.
Fucking clap it up.
Don't get smacked, Tempo.
Well, let's clap it up.
Don't get smacked.
Thank God after 4 seasons, they finally made their mind up.
Ass up.
Came to their senses.
Shut up.
God.
All right, so
I have never seen the show.
I like it a lot, right?
Wait, one more question. It's a CW show?
It is.
Okay.
So even though it's a CW show, the first season, it doesn't really feel like a CW show. Like it definitely has
the
CW seasoning a little bit, but it doesn't really feel like a CW show.
That is true. They did a good job to make it not feel like that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good.
They did a good job with that.
The second season, you can kind of feel the CW influence, but not really. The third season, I will admit, you feel the CW all through that bitch.
All right. That's fine.
And I personally feel like
I gave up on the other CW shows. So
Flash is all right. Supergirl, I know is garbage, but I like it.
Oh, okay.
I know it's hot trash.
No, that's fair. That's fair though.
I know it's trash, but I don't like I like it for some strange reason. Black Lightning, I think, is really good. The third season was kind of in all honesty, but the first 2 seasons was pretty solid, especially the first season. In my opinion, the first season of Black Lightning is a little bit better than the first season of Luke Cage, in my opinion.
I remember you saying that.
I actually agree with that too.
Now that you agree.
No. I overall, Black Lightning is kind of boo-boo when it comes to shows, but like as far as comparing it to Luke Cage's first season, it was better because Luke Cage was slow as shit. Like when it first started off, like slower than Black Lightning, like stupid slow.
And
did you guys like season 2 of Luke Cage?
No, I didn't like it, but not because it was bad, because I was getting annoyed by the main villain's fucking terrible Jamaican accent.
Oh yeah, no,
it drove me up the wall. Cause I'm Jamaican, right? And I can't speak in patois very well because I don't have the accent, but I can hear it because I hear it all the time because I'm Jamaican, so I know what it's supposed to sound like, and it does not sound like that. Like he sounds like me. Like if I were to talk, that's how he sounds. I was like, yo, y'all couldn't find a Jamaican actor to hire? Like, come on. There's hella Jamaican actors.
Hate when you do that shit.
And it's so annoying because like there are so many Jamaican actors that would love for a role of that caliber, and we always get looked over by some black person who does a fake an accent, and it blows my mind, and I don't understand why.
It makes no sense. The actor and actress cesspool is huge to the point where you shouldn't
Hollywood,
have to,
I got to talk to you real quick. All right, I got to talk to you real quick.
You got the emoji gun.
I pulled out the blicky real quick. All right, I'm sick and tired of y'all keep doing this nonsense. Hire some Jamaican actors if you want a Jamaican accent. It's not that hard. Don't make me tell you again.
Bro, they still they hired white actors for all like Asian films. So like I don't see that changing.
What film was this?
Every kung fu film ever.
Yeah, every like.
Oh, they meant like something recent. But you're right.
Oh no, because they got their heads chewed off recently. They was gonna do it with Milan, the live action version, but the people was like, no, don't do that shit, bro.
They were gonna make it white.
Yeah, at first, bro, they was about to really cast that shit really bad.
Yeah,
before people said
fucking
something.
canceled.
And it was something else too, where they did the same shit, and it was like, no, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Well, they were trying to whitewash Avatar. That's why the left.
There we go. That's the other one.
Yeah, like the live action version, the live action show of The Last Airbender. The creators and Netflix kept getting into an argument because Netflix wanted more Hollywood-looking people in the show, aka they wanted to like sexualize the characters and shit like that. Like, they wanted to pretty much make like Riverdale. Like they wanted their own version of Riverdale.
Riverdale with
like Archie,
elemental bending.
Yeah. Because Riverdale is edgy, but it works for that franchise because that franchise kind of like died off, and like
franchise was already kind of corny and
that too, and like honestly, Riverdale kind of saved it. Whereas like Avatar, people really fuck with Avatar. Shit. Yeah, like you can't completely overhaul the tone and theme of Avatar. People are gonna be like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, like what the fuck is this? Like what am I watching? This ain't no Avatar.
Yeah.
Where the fuck the water at? Where the fire?
Why is Qatar trying to suck Aang's dick right now? Like there's a whole war that needs to be
on. Bending his dick.
Like, am I watching fucking Pornhub or Netflix? What's going on here?
Yeah, that I don't even want to. Well, I'm happy that they left then because I respect that.
And they also Netflix has this weird thing with like kids apparently because Avatar, they're kids. Like Aang is 12, right?
Yeah, 112.
And Guitar is like fucking maybe a little older, like 13, 14, but like
something like that.
Bro, they're kids. Like why do y'all do that? Like that's weird to me. Like why do y'all want to sexualize shows that are initially about kids? Like
I actually read I read this tweet a while back. I never thought about it, but it makes sense. Why in all of these like teen dramas are all the teens mad, horny, and sexual? Like, what do you think about it? It's kind of weird. You're like sexualizing all these like 15. Yeah, but bro, that's kind of creepy when you think about it though, because it's adults making it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, like we all were horny little freaks in high school, but
I mean, that's kind of
that's people in general. It's kind of weird when like you really think about how how they overly sexualize a lot of these teenage characters. Like Riverdale, for instance, all of them got to be grown because they do a whole bunch of freaky shit on Riverdale.
Yeah,
like the actors, I think all the actors are 18, but like in the show they're like 16, 17. It's like, yeah, this is kind of weird that I'm watching two teenagers get freaky.
This shit gets weirder to me the older I get.
Yeah, bro.
Like why do y'all keep doing it? That's the thing. Like who's signing off? Like yes, children, yes, like doing all that shit. Like who the fuck is signing this shit off? So at some point you got to think like, this pedophiles really running Hollywood. Like it really feels like that. But it really feels like that. Like y'all at this point are making it somewhat obvious because you want to sexualize every kid show there is, like, or adult teen drama or something. Like you literally sexualize everything at this point.
Here's the sad thing though, it's so normalized that like I didn't even realize it until I saw it. Like I saw a tweet about it and I was like, damn, that actually is kind of true, because they brought up Riverdale, they brought up Degrassi, and they brought up another show I can't remember right now. No, it wasn't Skins. I think they brought up All American. I think, and they're all teenagers. Like they're all the actors are like 18 plus, but the characters are all like teenagers.
So you're depicting teenagers like having sex or having some type of sexual relation with somebody. So like, bro, that's underage sex. Like at that point. So I don't know who's pushing this shit. Well, I do know fucking pedophiles. But
yeah, it's weird. But I mean, I'm just gonna do a little flip side of that. And just recognize that teenagers do this stuff.
They do, right? They do. But it's like how much focus is put on it in a lot of these shows.
I agree.
Because there's other stuff that teens worry about. We're not like when I was a teenager, like I definitely was thinking about some pussy, but it wasn't. That's not the only thing I thought about.
Nigga, I wasn't even capable. I ain't even have no game to get the pussy that I wanted. So how the fuck are y'all shit in shows? We niggas are just getting ass whenever. Like no, bro. Like it don't even work like that.
Like I'll be like, y'all don't got no parents. Like y'all just be freaking all the time. Like y'all got no parents.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm like, people would just have spaces to do this.
Yeah.
Even when you get like willing participants, it's like, all right, now we gotta think location.
Oh my god, it's like a business transaction. Like, all right,
he said that's that real idea.
But we need to find what were we talking about before? Oh, Black Lightning. So Black Lightning.
No, wait, hold on.
Ended.
Because we were talking about Black Lightning, but I'm still gonna keep going with this because that's so true. Because that's how it was though back then. Back then, it's like, oh, you want to do the all right, awesome. So Thursday at 7:30 p.m., my parents are going to a dog show for 45 minutes. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's really like you really have windows of opportunities, like. And if you didn't like get it in the window, you were kind of fucked. Like there was no like, oh yeah, we can try this again.
People come home early,
bro. You got to wait like a month.
Bro.
Like, oh yeah, and that's fucking.
I had to do some 007 type stuff because I'll never forget. It was my senior year of high school, and my family they always came home around like 6. So I was like, all right, we got a good window and stuff. My nephew got sick and he had to come home early. I didn't know that. So, we over there doing the do, and I heard
waxing that ass.
I heard like a car beep, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds like my brother's car." But I'm just being paranoid. And then I heard my nephew laugh, and I said, "Oh no!" So I we were putting on our clothes and stuff, and pretty much what I did was. My nephew was sick, so he went to his room to go lay down, and I was talking to my brother, and I was like, "Oh, I'm about to leave real quick because I have choir practice," which I did. That wasn't cap. So while I'm talking to him, I'm making sure that he's in the kitchen. And while I'm talking to him, my girl is sneaking out through the front door, and she's like just bolts for it. And he was like, "Yo, was that the door?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, the wind has been crazy, bro." Like, he's like, "Oh okay."
Bro, he probably thought about that shit later and knew like this nigga was busting.
He definitely did.
Like it's like a week later, he's like. Oh,
ain't no fucking win.
Yeah.
He was like, this nigga don't even like me like that. Like, why are you talking to me? I got played.
That's funny as
I thought I heard something when I walked in.
It was like, what?
I thought I smelt that.
He said that shit was in there. He had that shit all over his face. Shit, nigga was talking.
He's like, I thought you allergic to milk. What's all that white stuff on your lip? I'm like, it's soy milk, bro. It's soy milk. It's soy milk. I'm trying to get my calcium up.
He said, bro, why the fuck you sweating?
I was working out, bro. I was working out. You feel me? I trying to get my body right. If I got the body right, the mind's right.
Yo, it's funny you said all this shit and then he put it together like, what the fuck? You full of shit.
And then there was one time, it was during the summer, and he came home early for work. No, he came home because he left something at the house. So normally when he comes home, he just goes to his room, gets his stuff, and goes back to work. But he came upstairs for some odd reason, and he knocked on my door, and I was like, so I picked my head. I'm like, "Yo, what was good?" He's like, "Oh, I just wanted to see if you wanted to get I'm thinking about getting like McDonald's or something after work. Do you want that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." He's like, "Okay, cool. I need to go in my room or something." I'm like, "Oh yeah, bro, you can't come naked right now. You gotta stay out there." He's like, "All right, cool, whatever." And then like an hour later, he texted me. He's like, "Yo, if you're gonna sneak a girl over and try to hide her, maybe you shouldn't leave her freaking sneakers by the front door." I was like, "Oh,
That's a rookie mistake.
He said, "You amateur ass motherfucker."
Yeah.
Because he was like, last time I checked, you're not a size 8 and you don't wear pink shoes, bro."
Oh, they was pink? Oh, it was over, bro. Them shits was like, he looked down like, oh, that's why that nigga was butt ass naked.
But it
That's
was like
funny
it was the
That's
summer I was going
fine.
into college, so I didn't really care that much. I was like,
No.
I'm about to go to college. It is what it is.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, so Black Lightning's ending. I'm mad sad. One of the actresses, China McClain, she kind of went on. She was on IG Live and she was pretty much just talking about what's been going on. So she was planning to leave anyway. Like she's only in a couple of episodes this season because I'm assuming she's planning to do like missionary work because she kept saying that she's leaving to do God's work. She had like a really emotional thing going on. But she said she loves the cast. There's no bad blood or anything like that. It's just she's planning to leave anyway. So it kind of was like, I guess like a message from God that like everything's clear. You know what I'm saying? Because she was leaving anyway, and the show's about to end. So, But here's my thing though. Was the cast getting ready to do another season? Because based off of what she said, they didn't know that the show was over. It was just kind of announced.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they probably didn't tell them what their thing. They probably announced it and then told them after.
Yeah. So
which
now
is
I'm worried that
which is fucked up. But
yeah, now I'm worried that the freaking show is going to be left off on a cliffhanger, and a lot of black people are upset because they're like, Black Lightning out of the whole Arrowverse is one of the best shows, and you have other shows that's been going on for way longer, and you haven't canceled. But apparently, they're doing a spinoff off of a character that no one really cares about.
What character?
I don't remember his name, but like pretty much he was attacked by the main villain and his back was broken and then he got rebuilt into like this like killing machine kind of thing, and I guess we're just gonna follow his backstory, I guess.
Like I normally say with sequels and follow-ups and spin-offs, who the fuck asked for that? No one.
Yeah, because everyone was excited for because China McClain's character is Lightning, and she has a sister named Thunder, and that's their superhero names. That's not their actual names. And people were like, "Yo, can we have a show about them? Because they're mad cool." Yeah. And they're like, "Nah." But I'm assuming the reason why they're not going with her is because China McClain was leaving anyway. So.
All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But people were also hoping that they would, introduce Static Shock into the Arrowverse because they have Black Lightning. Cool. Yeah, that would be cool, and that would be awesome if they did a spinoff off of Static Shock, because it would be like, all right, cool. Because people have been asking for something Static Shock for a while now, either a movie, a show, something.
They're supposedly working on a movie.
Yeah. What's his name? Michael B. Jordan. Is the producer, I believe.
God.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I thought you were about to say he's Static Shock. I'm like, fucking kill me now, bro. I'm like,
pretty sure he's the producer or director or something like that. He's too grown to be Static.
I'm like, bro, first of all, the nigga don't got dreads. Second, I know there's a version of Static Shock. I know there's a version of Static Shock that doesn't have dreads, but I want the one that has dreads. I want the one that has dreads. I'm sorry. I want the.
Well, that's the one that's the popular version though. The popular one is with him with dreads.
No, but when they were talking about it, bro, they said there was we might do the original one. The dude that has the fucking clean cut.
No, I want more people with locks in media.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because then it normalizes people walking around with locks, and it will stop the whole criminalization of people wearing their natural hair.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
I like his hair better like that anyway, so I agree with you.
Everyone, because that's what we grew up on. Everyone wants that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Static in a goddamn cap. Like, no, I want to see him with locks. I want to see him with twists. Bro, I want to see him black.
They about to give him a fitted, brother. They about to give him a Yankee cap.
If DC was smart, they would see this as an opportunity to hop on some of that Black Panther money. I'm serious,
they're not smart though, bro.
I hate to say it like that, but honestly, Static Shock is the exact kind of character that we need in the superhero movie genre. He's a young black kid who's probably going to be struggling with not only being a hero, but also being a black kid in today's world where we got Black Lives Matter, the Blue Lives Matter tomfoolery. Like, I would love to see Static struggle with like protecting people who don't care about his life. I would love to see something like that. And I know for a fact Disney wouldn't touch nothing like that, but I think DC could. Because DC, they're not linked to Disney or any like kind
that
of
would
like
be perfect.
family.
Bro. That would be perfect, and they would make a shit ton of money. But
so
DC,
much money.
DC doesn't like making the smart.
No, they've been doing good with movies recently.
Like
Recently, yeah, but I don't know. They tried
pretty much after the flop that was Justice League, they've been doing a lot better with movies because Shazam was pretty good. Aquaman was really, really good.
Was it?
And then, yeah, people liked it.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but a lot of people liked it.
Okay.
I've heard people who didn't like it, but I know a lot more people who did like it. And I saw Shazam, and Shazam was really good.
Okay, Shazam was good. I was gonna say Joker was obviously.
Yeah, Joker was a good.
Oh yeah, Joker, and then there's the new Batman movie that's supposed to be coming out soon.
Apparently, that's supposed to be pretty good too.
What about Birds of Prey?
Birds of Prey was good. I was trying to think. I couldn't remember.
I feel like that was a good movie. It just came out at a bad time.
No, Birds of a Prey is very meh, but there are certain parts that are really solid, and then there's certain parts that's like, okay, but overall it's good. I feel like a lot of people will just shat on it because it's pretty much an all-female cast, and people just don't like seeing that for some odd reason. It's the same reason why people was taking a shit on Wonder Woman and taking a shit on Captain Marvel. Now, I don't like Captain Marvel, but it's still a good movie. It's just I feel like it got overhyped because of the fact that it was the first female lead superhero movie. And I feel like they could have done a lot more as the first female superhero.
How do you think it compares to other origin movies though? Because also remember the first Thor was not that great either.
Yeah, I think it's better than Thor. I think it's better than Hulk. Better
Iron Man.
I think it would be. I have to rewatch the Captain America one, but it's
okay.
It wasn't bad. Actually,
I liked
that one. I liked that one
because it's tough because Iron Man is really solid.
Yeah, Iron Man's pretty solid. Yeah.
But origin movies for Marvel for whatever reason are very hit or miss. Like Doctor Strange was pretty solid.
Yeah, I like Doctor Strange. That's actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. But I think Doctor Strange and Iron Man are the only ones that really have a solid one. And I want to say Captain America was okay.
Okay. Yeah, I feel the same way though. Okay. I feel like it was okay. I liked it.
It's funny because I feel like they did way better with Winter Soldier, and that to me that was the best Captain America.
Because Winter Soldier was better. Winter Soldier was better. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, my bad. I clicked the wrong thing on my phone. My bad, y'all.
Wow.
No, I was trying to check the time.
Bro, that's the money calling. What you talking about, bro? That's all right. You could have picked. That's the money calling.
It's the homies on the dial.
Homies on the dial.
Oh, you already know.
But I think what were we talking about before? I got that threw me off.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry, y'all.
We talking about origin movies.
Yeah, I know.
Marvel so I feel like Marvel struggles really with origin movies because they only have like 2 or 3 solid ones.
Yeah, no, DC is doing pretty well.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a good.
Yeah, that was a good.
I guess it's. I didn't think of that as origin. I thought that, but I guess it is, right? It's a whole.
Yeah, because it's kind of like. It's so hard, bro. Because technically, Avengers counts too. Because Avengers is an origin for a lot.
Avengers is for me the first not origin movie. I think of the origin is like the individual heroes, which is why
that's fair. That's
was
fair.
like iffy in my head. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But Winter Soldier was solid though. Winter Soldier, that's the one where we find out that half of SHIELD is Hydra, right? That's Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. That was the biggest twist that has ever happened in the MCU.
That shit was a mean ass.
Yeah,
that was a good ass movie.
That was good.
Winter Soldier. I'm not gonna lie.
And then the Republicans did it in real life.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
It's like bro. That shit was.
All right, but let's move. Speaking about like the MCU, right? We gotta talk about Black Panther 2. So Black Panther 2 is supposed to start filming next July, which would be July 2021.
Wait.
And it's rumored. What's wrong? What's wrong?
They're having a second one? How?
Black Panther 2? Well, it's rumored that they're gonna have Shuri play a predominant role.
Which
So
predominant my ass. She should be the lead. That's what fucking happened.
I'm assuming that she's going to be the lead, but they don't want to announce it yet because they want to build up the hype. Because I'm assuming what they're gonna do is they're gonna have they have to play some kind of tribute to T'Challa in the show, in the movie. So I'm assuming he went on a mission. He died tragically or something, and it's pretty much them trying to figure out what they're gonna do now. I could definitely see like Shuri's like, I didn't want to be the queen of Wakanda. I don't want to be a Black Panther. I'm cool being the research and research and what was it? What's R&D? Research and design.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, she's like, I'm cool being like, I'm cool being the scientist. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
And then she slowly realizes like, I gotta be ready for this.
I didn't even think about how they just undid the snap and he's gone again.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. I didn't even realize like in terms of like story wise, like they got Black Panther back. Now he's gone again. It's so sad.
Because they could even do like he died from a mysterious disease or something. Like there's a lot of ways they can go about it. Like
he
went on like some super cool mission.
Yeah, no, I hope they do that.
Oh, bro! You know what I just thought about? So in Winter Soldier when we first meet T'Challa and he's like all like, I want revenge because you killed my dad. Shuri is on that same energy, bro. Someone kills her brother, who's like a father figure to her now because her dad is dead. And now she goes ape shit. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna murder everybody. And she's trying to like, and then she's like realizing that she can't be about that whole war thing because of Killmonger and because her brother was on that path. And he realized
Killmonger should come back while all of that is happening. They should have that scientist that actually brings Killmonger back, like in the comics. They should actually have that happen at the same. Bro, that would be some hot shit. If all of that fucking happened in one movie, that would be some hard shit. Like, and then the next movie would be some hard shit.
Because some people were predicting, some people were theorizing that there's a way for Killmonger to be the next Black Panther and like be a hero. Because apparently in some comics, there have been times where he was good, like he learned to be a good guy. And there was I read this like a while ago, but pretty much because we didn't really see him like die, it's a possibility that he somehow survived.
No, I want them to choose the one where the scientist finds him, heals him, gets him better, and he comes back on his shit.
But what scientist though? Do you know?
I forgot what his name was. It was Dr. something, and like he found Killmonger. I guess I don't know if him throwing off the thing actually happened, but he found Killmonger like injured, took him in, healed him up, did all this shit. I low key think he made him stronger too. So yeah, no, bro, that was some hot shit. I was fucking with that. I found that like soon after Black Panther, the first one had came out, and I was like, oh, that's some shit. If that fucking happens, that's some shit.
Hear this. Black Panther 3, Killmonger comes back and he wants like revenge and he wants to go against the one person who's ever beaten him, but T'Challa is dead. So now Killmonger is trying to figure out like what is he gonna do because he want to shoot the one again. Like he wants another shot at victory. Because if you think about it, they're kind of tied because he beat T'Challa once and T'Challa beat him once. So it'll be kind of like, all right, I want to finish this. So I don't know, bro, but I'm excited.
Yeah, you should write this shit.
Yo, Disney and MCU, if you need a black writer, I'm black and I write.
They were looking for black writers, bro. They're looking at diversify their staff, so they're actually looking for black writers.
Hey, I got a lot of ideas, bro, and I can read comics real fast.
The fact that somebody had to tell you to diversify your staff, though, is also a problem in itself.
Well, because to a lot of people, diversity is we have one, so we're diverse now.
Yeah, that's true. That's how people think of it.
Yeah. That counts as diversity, doesn't it? Which it doesn't.
I mean, diversity is supposed to be like, everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not like
we have
one group of people with like, but 1% of us is,
it's like, we have all these straight white males and that one gay black person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he adds a little flavor to the office now and then. Really, I can't be thinking
like their diversity is.
That's why we got him.
Them collard greens, them things are good, bro.
He brings in a tray of cornbread during the holidays. It's to die for. It's amazing.
Hey, yo, Kev, change the song, bro. This shit's bad sled, bro.
Ah, man.
We're listening. So for those of y'all who care, we kind of do this thing where we listen to a jam session now on Spotify. And we got DJ Drip, aka Kev, manning the playlist. So we're listening to music while we talk to y'all, and he was playing some sad shit for some odd reason.
No, it's not. All it is, it's just a playlist on shuffle. So if
yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
We just wanted diversity in the workplace, bro. That's all. Really express that.
But speaking of black women, we got to talk about how last week, for some odd reason, people were calling JT from the City Girls ugly.
Smoking dope.
It's weird to me because I hear a lot of people defending her, but I didn't hear any. I didn't see any of the actual tweets or whatever that called her ugly.
So it stemmed from the fact that JT hopped on IG Live and she said, like, you got to stop asking your man why is he attracted to me. Like, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to me. I'm pretty as fuck. And then it kind of it went to Twitter, of course. And people were like, yo, you find JT pretty? Or people were like, yeah, she's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
It kind of started another conversation of colorism because JT is a little bit on the darker side, and it's not just her. Ariana Lennox, Tiana Taylor. Who else was the beauty was being questioned? Tempo.
I don't know. I heard about the JT situation specifically. I didn't hear about the others.
Well,
I saw one tweet that mentioned like 3 people.
They had, in the beginning of the year, they had said that Tiana Taylor and Ari Lennox looked like pit bulls. Like pit bulls.
I remember that. They were smoking dope, whoever wrote that.
And everyone was like, are you talking about these two gorgeous queens right here? Like, these are the people you talking about that look like pit bulls. Like, Ari Lennox is bad as fuck. Tiana Taylor is bad as fuck. JT, bad as fuck. Like, I'm not a big fan of the City Girls music, but I'm not about to be like, oh, they're ugly. Like, they're very cute. Like, there's a song where like they're trying to there's a song where how does it go? Like, someone's trying to fuck JT, like who's
Yeah. I know the song. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too.
And I'm like, I never really looked at this. I never looked up to see what the City Girls look like. And then I looked them up, and I was like, I&D would like to fuck JT. I would.
They do.
I'm part of the they, because I definitely would.
Chill, bro. Liz's about to call you back again and really be on your ass this time, bro.
Oh, yeah, she's going to beat my ass.
Be careful. She might sit on you, bro.
That's what I want. That's what I want, right on my face.
Yeah, bro.
That's right on my face.
Bro, you're gonna need bro, you need like one of those bells that people used to like put on like graves, bro. Just in case they buried someone alive, man.
What do you mean?
You start ringing the bell to make sure you breathe, bro.
Bro, listen. If I die, I die. It is what it is.
Real, no, if I go out that way, that's a good way to go out, bro. I'm glad I'm not the only motherfucker who think like that.
Pop claw you.
It is what it is.
Nigga, if Rihanna called me right now and was like, you are to die with me sitting on your face, bro, I would like prepare. I would dig my own grave. I would prepare my shit.
Bro, think about it this way, Kevin. You're in heaven, right? And they're like, yo, how'd you die? One guy's like, oh, I got shot. This other guy's like, oh, I walked to a burning building and saved some people. I died by a beautiful woman sitting on my face, and I just suffocated.
It's like The Boys season 1.
I drowned in some coochie. Literally.
Man, that's crazy, man.
They'll be like, all right.
Yeah, like,
that's what's up.
Hey, good on you.
Jesus gonna be like, that's my nigga. That's my nigga right there.
God can like cut all that
real quick.
Cut all that shit out. Cut all that shit the fuck out. Jesus, bring your ass back in here, bro. It's gonna shut that shit the fuck down.
Oh man, I need to pray after that. That was bad. I gotta repent after that one. That one was.
Oh god,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
nah.
But yeah,
There's a sense of humor there.
Yeah, you know what? If he didn't want you to have a sense of humor, he wouldn't give it to you.
you right, bro. My goal in life, well, actually, that's my goal in my afterlife is to make Jesus laugh, bro. I know that sounds mad weird, but like think about it this way, right? He has heard every joke known to man, right? So if I could make him laugh, I'm the funniest man alive, or kind of alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know why you assume Jesus heard every joke before.
Cause I mean, he's Jesus.
But
Why are you assuming he hasn't?
I mean, he hasn't met me yet.
But he has.
I don't think that's true. I would know.
Anyway.
You're like, all right.
We about to get in religion. Let's just move on.
That's a sticky icky one. Oh.
Yeah.
that is a sticky one a little bit.
So I don't know if you guys heard, but there is a Fresh Prince. Oh, this shit. Oh my bad, I got distracted. That fucking it's fucking Hooligans by Baby Keem, y'all. It threw me off. My bad, y'all. So the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air cast had a reunion, and Will Smith and Janet Hubert, the original Aunt Viv, they had an interview and kind of buried the hatchet, and they were pretty much just talking about like what happened throughout the whole altercation and saying both their sides. And something I didn't realize, I'm not gonna lie, I cried a little bit watching the interview, was, you know, Will kind of did destroy her career because she's a dark-skinned black woman, and he called her problematic, which like is hard. Like
that's why she ended up off the show. That's why.
That's not the reason why. That's not the main reason why. The main reason why was because season 1, Will Smith couldn't act like at all. Like he was just a rapper, and you know the reason why he was there was because he's a rapper. He's gonna pull in views because he's a rapper. But they did not hire him because of his acting skills, right? And according to Hubert, none of the other cast besides James Avery, Uncle Phil, none of them really took the job seriously. None of them could really like act that well. And then she wanted the show to focus more on the parents and less on Will and his antics. And then also she was also complaining about like money, how like she hasn't, even though she wasn't getting paid enough. And normally if you're in a long-term show and it has numerous seasons, your paycheck increases every season. She claims that her paycheck has stayed the same since season 1. And you remember, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like the hottest show at that time.
Yeah.
So for her, I have to agree with her. If I'm on the hottest show on right now and my paycheck hasn't gotten any kind of bump, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, but most definitely.
But apparently she was being really like, according to not just Will, but like other people, the other cast, they were saying, like, you know, she was being a little hard to work with, and it was kind of being a little bit of a pill, a little bit kind of annoying to work with. So they eventually just let her go. But the sad part is, when they let her go, the ratings went down, and the character of Aunt Viv changed because Aunt Viv, when she was Janet Hubert, she was a very active character. You know, like she was a strong female lead. She pushed the plot forward. She wasn't just kind of in the background. Whereas light-skinned Aunt Viv, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, y'all. She kind of was just kind of in the background. Like she didn't really play a prevalent role. Like there isn't really any.
I feel like that's when they made the change to focus on Will.
Yeah,
when that happened,
they focused more on Will and the kids. That's when we got to see Ashley be more of a prevalent character. So,
which I feel like was a pretty good move because I did like Ashley being a prominent character.
I did too. But the crazy part too is they got canceled after their 4th season, but fans were writing to NBC like, "Yo, We want more Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What are y'all doing? We need more
like,
of that
why would
shit.
you? I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
The executives are stupid. Like,
It's because ratings were going down, but what they failed to realize was that even though ratings were going down, the people who were watching were hardcore fans.
Mhm.
It's the same thing with like a lot of shows, like Community. Community. There are other shows. I just can't think of them right now.
No, I mean, in general, I agree with you because almost all shows have their hardcore fans.
Yeah. So
like the main viewer base.
Yeah, but Aunt Viv, the original Aunt Viv, and Will, they buried the hatchet, and it was mad. It was a really beautiful thing to watch, simply because like it kind of felt like watching a mother and son who had a problematic relationship finally see each other like for the first time, and they just put everything aside and everything's resolved. Like, you know, she talked about how they didn't know that she was in a very abusive relationship at the time, a very abusive marriage, and how their words pretty much destroyed her career because it literally seemed like she was the problem and they got rid of the problem, where it was more so like, you know, she had a certain level of professionalism that wasn't being met by the other cast.
Mm-hmm.
And even Will admitted that like he felt like she hated him, and he kind of what's the word I'm looking for? He kind of projected his own internal issues onto her, because he was saying how like with his own parents, his dad was really abusive. He didn't really, you know, and he was always trying to seek approval from his mom. So when he got the approval from James Avery, but not Janet Hubert, it kind of started that feeling of like, damn, mommy doesn't love me. Like I'm not doing enough for mommy. And he felt like she hated him. Mm-hmm. So because of that, you know, issues got worse because of like that internal conflict. And she's dealing with her own stuff at home. And in her defense, I'll be pissed too if I know everybody else is making all this money and my fucking paycheck hasn't been moving. You know what I'm saying? Like my paycheck has been a steady same bullshit since the pilot episode. Mm-hmm. Now I will say there hasn't been any evidence to back up her claim, but there also hasn't been any evidence to disprove her claim either. Mm. So,
okay.
But I'm glad that they're good. They're cool again. And something what made me really cry was when she was like, I still can't believe that you have kids. Like you're still that idiotic kid from the first season to me. And it was just like, that's something a mom would say. You know what I'm saying? So it was beautiful to see. It was really beautiful to see. I think the two of you should watch it. You'll understand what I'm trying to portray.
Mm. I'll tell you what I did watch though. Corey.
All right, let's get into it. Let's hop into it.
I unfortunately had to watch.
Oh boy! All right, so
that Kevin Harts special.
All right, I want to hear what you
back real quick.
I want to hear what y'all got to say, and I'll put my 2 cents in.
Oh, all right. So the first 20 minutes was unbearable. After, bro, the only funny jokes he told were the ones about his wife. Like, the ones about his wife were actually really fucking funny and actually, like, made me genuinely laugh. But everything else, like, was just, like, where were you going? Like, not where were you going, but, like, it was, like, I felt like a disconnect. Like, he was searching for, like, something to talk about, even though he brought up the fact that, like, bro, I'm not to talk about my family and all of that. And yes, he did talk about his family and them growing and different things like that, which was cool. Like he has done that through his shows. Like he's shown their growth and like really, really, you kind of grown with him while him doing his shows. But as far as like comedic value, some of the things he said during his stand up were true. Like the whole assessment of like his wife and the thinking of like.
Oh, the trying to find a fuck?
Yeah, trying to find a fuck. And that was perfect. Yeah. That was fucking, that was my favorite part, to be honest with you. Yeah. But, like, as far as, like, comedic value, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 3 or 4 for me.
Okay, hold on. I agree with you for the most part. for the most part, I'm sad to say this, but I kind of have to agree with you. I wouldn't say the first 20 minutes were unbearable. I feel like that's a little bit
When
of
we talking
of a
about
cap.
the vid bit though, like that's what.
Yeah, that shit was way too long.
That shit was too long, and it was just unfunny to me.
I think the issue was that he had funny jokes, but he made them unfunny by just staying on them for too long. Like, perfect example was that vid shit. Like,
oh god, that was terrible. I fucking
first of all, when he called it the vid,
I didn't get that. Yeah.
When he called it the vid, I was like, ooh, that's kind of cringy. But then when he compared it to HIV, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I was hoping he would move on from that, but then he stayed on it.
For 20 fucking minutes. And I'm like, bro, come on, son. Like, the vid bit is not working for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I feel like he kind of felt that because even the audience wasn't really like vibing with it.
Yeah, no, it made me mad. I feel like the audience was in there like, oh shit, nigga, you had COVID? You ain't tell me this before I fucking paid for this shit. I'm sitting like fucking, I'm 6 feet big, nigga, but I'm in the same room with somebody who had fucking, bro. I looked at the audience just for that reaction, and I swear I saw a few people looking at him like, oh, what the fuck? Like, and that made me laugh.
Wait.
That wasn't on the waiver. That wasn't on the waiver. He said, me and my wife both had COVID. We were both positive. So you had a double fucking you had 2 people. Bro, I feel like if I was in the audience, I would have been like, let me get the fuck up out of here.
But he had it when it first started. I'm assuming he recorded this shit way after he had COVID.
Yeah, no, he probably did. He probably did. But it was just like, it would have been offsetting for me. Like,
yeah.
I do think people were offsetted by that moment especially like him starting with that. Like,
yeah,
like if it was in the middle, it wouldn't have been as bad because when he got past that part, that's when I started like, okay, yeah, nah, I started laughing at a few things and I'm like, okay, yeah, nah, he's actually getting to like funny parts. But like, oh god, sorry, I didn't mean to slap the shit out of my mic, but like that beginning part really like took me away from it. Not away from like analyzing the whole thing, but it really, I didn't like how he started the show at all.
Yeah, I have to agree. The first half was okay. So this is how I feel. And Kevin, if you feel some kind of way, just hop in. But the first half was really rough. Well, let me not say really rough. It was. You said it was unbearable, right? Tempo.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it was unbearable, but it definitely needed some
cringy.
polishing. It was cringy. It was cringy.
Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of people got to the first half like, I'm not watching the rest, and just wrote it off. Because so personally, right? I've seen people be like, yo, this was trash. Kevin Hart's lost it. He's trash. Kevin Hart was never funny, which is big cap. If you think Kevin Hart was never funny,
I would never. You know how
cap.
I am about
that's
him.
Big cap.
Yeah, I would never.
That's
say
major
that.
cap.
I would never.
Just say you don't like him. Just say you don't like him. Like you don't. Like you trying to say he was never funny is major cap because he had to be. His Laugh at My Pain special was on repeat for like a whole year. Like it was on Comedy Central like every other weekend, bro.
Yes,
and it was still pulling numbers.
And even seriously, it was doing so well. They would run his other stand-ups because people wanted just to see him.
Wanted more Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like people were hungry for some Kevin Hart for a reason. And I think it's actually crazy. I was talking to our homeboy Will, shout out to Will, about it because he had asked me like, yo, did you watch it? I'm like, yeah, I watched it. And I'm not going to lie, bro, I'm a little disappointed because the first half was really rough. Mm-hmm. And like the first half is important because it's the first fucking half, you know. As a special, like if it was just like a normal show, it's whatever because people already bought their tickets, they're gonna stay there regardless because they already paid for the shit.
Yeah.
But as a special, if I get to the first half and I'm like, yo, I haven't laughed not a once, I'm a dip.
Yeah, no, for real. The Netflix special, I'm at home, like watching this shit at home. Like I got other shit to watch. Like if it's immediately not what I want to watch, I'm gonna change it. But it upsets me that like. That half takes away from the whole thing, cause like I said, like the whole thing wasn't not funny. Like it was a few times where I actually genuinely laughed. Once again, most of the time at the ex-wife jokes because them shits were like funny as fuck to me.
Yo,
But,
did you see that she was like, where's my Tesla? She had posted a picture on IG. She was like, where's my Tesla?
Yeah.
She said, I'm gonna have to buy her like a Tesla truck or some shit. That was funny.
That was funny. But that's the thing, though.
The fucking butter shit had me fucking cracking the fuck up, bro.
The butter beat off?
Yeah, the butter beat off. Bro, the butter beat off shit. Bro, what his wife said, she was like, "Oh, they're still doing that, bro." That shit had me fucking hollering.
Like, whoa! I don't even want to know. Like, no, my part that made me like die laughing was when he was talking about the sex date.
Oh,
and like she wanted, and she wanted some more the next day.
Yeah,
it was like, no, you told me you wanted this one day,
the 8th or whatever.
That was part of the day. Yeah,
he said she did the most woman thing possible and wanted more the next day, bro.
But here's the thing, right? So I think the problem with Kevin Hart is, one, he's starting to buy into his own hype a little bit too much, because a joke that I could definitely see that turned off a lot of people is when he started making fun of the fans. When he was like, "Y'all are the weirdos. Like y'all make like you know what I'm talking about, that little segment."
Yeah, that little. It wasn't even a bit. It was like he actually just started talking of his thoughts.
And I was like, Kevin, you got to remember, not you, Kevin Hart, you got to remember the reason why people were mad at you was because you made some homophobic comments.
And you cheated on your wife.
Yes.
And you cheated on your wife, and you refused to apologize for the homophobic comments. And like, even though you did apologize before, a lot of people didn't know that. And the way how it came off was like, yo, I'm not apologizing. Fuck off.
Yeah, that is like people even said that the way it came off, it was like that. And in the show, he kind of like, it was weird because he went off on a tangent on like how he hates this society and like how we changed and whatnot. And like to me, that wasn't a positive thing to do, because like
people are still mad at you over that shit, bro.
People are still mad at people are still mad about that shit. And then 2 times are changing. Like the viewpoint that he was coming from, a lot of people think like that now. So like you're kind of shitting on a lot of people while like you got your section of people that would go like, oh yeah, that shit don't matter. They soft, they weak, make everything an issue, But I feel like that viewpoint is in the minority right now.
It's not even just that. It's also the fact that like, after I watched your documentary, I was excited for your next special, because I felt like from the documentary, you learned your lesson and you realized that you need to change. And this special didn't portray that at all. And I feel like, and I get what he is trying to say, that like, you know, because I had this conversation with one of my coworkers that as a comedian, your joke is to kind of like poke the bear a little bit. But there's a line, though. There's a line. And
it's the way he poked the bear, too. Like, it wasn't even like in a comedic way, really. Like, he was being dead ass about this shit.
Yeah, and that's the issue. And the thing, too, is that, like, I feel like he's failing to realize that a lot of his fans came from Laugh at My Pain, and the reason why that shit was so funny was because it was relatable. So even if you didn't go through that exact same situation, it was something that you could go through because it was relatable to you. I can't relate to going to Jerry Seinfeld's pizza party and having a brick oven pizza.
I can't relate skipping in line to roller coasters.
Yeah,
I can't relate to none of this shit.
Like you making rich. You're making rich man jokes, bro. Exactly. Like you're making rich. Like the shit about hanging out with your guy friends, funny. The shit about hanging out. The shit about your ex-wife,
that was
funny.
That shit was funny as fuck.
The
shit about your about how women are always searching for a fuck to give. That was super funny.
Fucking hilarious because it was true. It was the truest shit.
True.
It was the truest shit I heard this week, and I was like, damn, why the fuck Kevin had to say this shit? But I was like, damn, I'm gonna give it to him. Like, yeah, nah, bro, he said that true shit. He was on that true shit.
It is true, bro. There's been so many times where I'm like, my girlfriend is like, oh, I'm going to hang out with someone. So I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, yeah, I'm probably won't be back until late. Okay, cool. all right, I love you.
Why?
Love you too. She's like, all right, bye. Bye. Why are you still here? Trying to watch some porn. Like, go away.
Yeah, bro, I'm not about to start singing like
Bye.
"Baby Come Back" or none of that. Go do what you about to do, and like,
Yeah,
bro,
like,
that searching for a fuck shit is so true. I'm
like when
sorry.
she's out with her friends, I don't be blowing up her phone. When I'm out with y'all, she be like, "Where you at?" I'm with the homies. All right, well, I just wanted to make sure you alive, nigga. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm like, what do you want from me?
Oh man, that shit was so, bro. That shit was so true. That shit was, bro. He was like, they really be searching for a fuck to give. Like if you don't show, like, and I felt like Kevin. I related to him at that point in the show because I feel like that was me, like that nigga who doesn't give a fuck and very nonchalant about shit, and women getting mad about me being nonchalant, and he was saying the same shit. I'm like, yo, that's perfect because that's exactly what that shit is. Like if you're nonchalant, that shit makes women mad. Apparently,
it drives them fucking insane. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing: women. I'm gonna use this for example. When women are trying to attract dudes, bro, they drop subtle little hints. And you have to read in between the lines and shit. Whereas guys, it's just like we are very, very like obvious with the shit. Like we'll try to be subtle, but you were like, that nigga likes her. Like it's so obvious, bro. Like this dude over here likes her.
You try to.
Yeah. So like because like in their mind it's like, all right, you have to read in between the lines for everything because that's how I operate. They feel like that's what we do. And like, no. We're very simple creatures. Very simple.
Tell them,
like honestly, if you like, I feel like as a woman, if you realize how simple we are, you understand us way easier. Because a lot of times the reason why women have a hard time understanding guys because y'all overthink everything.
Yeah.
Like I tell my people friends all the time, bro, you're thinking way too hard. I guarantee you this man is not on that level. Like I guarantee you he's not thinking on that level.
Like you're giving, like Kevin even said it. Like, bro, he pretty much said like, we're not as smart as y'all motherfuckers. Like y'all giving us too much credit at the end of the day. Like way too much credit.
Oh my god! And the part that I thought was super funny was when he was saying like, your guy friends, you just like link up and you figure out the plans then and there.
That
like,
shit is so.
Bro, we did that. We did that right before COVID, bro. We all met up at my boy Gary's house and we were like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know. Want to eat? Yeah, all right, let's go eat.
I ain't eat today, bro. That's too. That shit can. And I'm so mad. Like the show made me kind of mad because I'm like, damn, bro, how the fuck did he have like really relatable and funny ass parts and then like parts where it was just ass like it was like the show was like this like yes, I can do this now. Y'all motherfuckers can see me, but yes, bro, it's like the show was like this and these points were really good high points, but his low points were fucking like really low and took away from it. And the timing too, his low points did not come at good times during the show.
No, it's because like it was sandwiched between two not that funny bits. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because the part that we're talking about, that was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's an hour-long show. And that's the issue. Like he's felt like he's not making relatable jokes. Like he's making rich man jokes where most of his fans aren't rich people.
Mm-hmm. Like another thing is like that could be funny. You know what I mean? Like the shit you're talking about could be funny, like the issue he's talking about, but it's just like it just wasn't though.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? It
like
just wasn't hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole Bob bit, that could have been funny if you try to make it a little bit more relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously he can't relate to us too much because he's rich as fuck and we're not. But like I'm pretty sure there's stuff that you deal with that you can like try and find a way to relate it to the common person.
You still stub your toe in the morning. Like everybody fucking does that. So fucking tell a joke about that shit.
I think, hold on. I have to say something though. I thought the bop bit, I thought that was kind of funny because that's kind of how it is though.
What, brick oven pizza?
No, it's not about the brick oven pizza part. It's just that
big old pussy. That part was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, that shit made me laugh too. That was
like,
I'm trying to do that shit again. It's funny because he said it low as shit. Like, we had dollars and we threw that shit in, and then bro, he just waxed that shit off. I'm like, I was cracking the fuck up. I'm like, why the fuck you ain't start with that? Like,
No, I think it's funny because the part he was talking about with like, he's like, what's going on? What is this? And there's always that like one white lady that's like talking to you that's not even next to you from across the tables. I just thought it was funny.
No,
It's
the
just not
arugula
like
part
the
had me
arugula.
fucking cracking.
Yeah, the
fuck up,
arugula
too.
part was
No,
funny.
Like
that
it's
was
a
funny, too.
arugula. Like that shit.
Arugula, yes.
That shit
No,
was
but when
funny
you
as
said-
hell.
When he said big old pussy, I'm not gonna lie, that definitely made me laugh a little bit. But here's the thing though, I will say this. Out of all of his specials, this has been the only special that hasn't made me like laugh. Like laugh where like I'm wheezing, I got tears in my eye, like I'm like really laughing, bro.
I think I had like one good laugh.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think I had like I'll give it 1 or 2 good laughs. The fucking the part about the ex-wife like bit, that shit had me fucking crack. Yo,
I
the shit that made me mad.
funny.
The shit that
I
made
didn't
me
find the part
mad.
that funny.
Wait, what part?
The ex-wife bit.
Which one are you talking? Because I feel like Kevin did this. Like he put good jokes in the middle of like bits that weren't like really funny, but they had like jokes that were actually funny on a smaller scale. And it's like he took like the bits that he thought was gonna be funny and made them big bits, and took the bits that were actually funny and made them very small.
Yeah, I have to co-sign that. Yeah.
Cause like a lot of what I wanted to hear, like was like you said within that 10 minutes, and like the shit that made me laugh was within that 10 minutes, and it was a small bit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like you drug the ass shit on for fucking hours, and the fucking funny shit wasn't even that long, and it was towards like 3/4 into the way into the show.
Yeah, I think Kevin needs to realize that this special should be his worst, and he needs let the special be his worst, because a lot of people were like hating on the special, and I feel like people are going a little crazy. Like it wasn't as bad as a lot of people were making it seem. Like
What did they say? Because I didn't.
people were just saying like it was. People just say he was falling off. Like one guy in particular, I'm gonna read you exactly what this one guy said. So this guy named Tariq Nasheed, he's a journalist. And he was like, he tweeted, I like Kevin Hart. Real cool guy. But his new Netflix stand-up special, 0 F's Given, was not funny. I had to cut it off after 10 minutes. So then Kevin Hart had retweeted that and said, please remind me why your feedback should matter again. I think I've done pretty well for myself by doing this comedy that's not funny. Good luck to you and whatever it is you do, though.
See,
Power to the people.
I don't like that response from Kevin, because like he didn't take it as
Me
like
neither.
feedback. He just took it as an insult. And when what the journalist says wasn't like 100% false. Like parts of
It was very true.
yeah, it wasn't funny, bro. And you even your actions on stage, like you knew what parts weren't funny because you were trying to egg it on and get people to laugh. Like you did it a couple of times.
Yeah.
You could see it, and it was like just like,
You know what I think,
bro.
I think he's been caring too much about what people say, and I think that shows with how he named it 0 Fucks Given, how he's taking it very personally when people don't like it, how feedback's happening. I think he's taking all this falling off stuff and like not being as funny.
Well, it's kind of hard to not take it seriously.
He's kind of like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
But like you said, like
I guess
I think he's on his high horse. And that's why, like, that adds to him taking it so hard. He's still on that high horse, like, oh, I'm Kevin Hart, bro. He even says it in the show. Like, he still kind of acts like that. He was like, bro, I'm Kevin Hart. Just, do you know who I am? Different things like that.
Yeah, that celebrity bit, I was like, that.
Yeah, that was
did
bad.
not.
And
that was off
in
color.
the middle of like a bad bit, and like it was just,
yeah, he was like, yo, get Terry Crews to do that shit. I was like, I mean, you're not wrong.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Terry Crews isn't on your level, but that's still kind of like real messy, bro.
Yeah, why him? Like, why would you choose him? Like, out of everybody,
I think it's
I'm
because he
glad it
goes
was
to that
Terry
school.
Crews. Fuck Terry.
I think
Crews.
it's because he actually goes to that school.
I think so. Yeah, his kid probably doesn't go to that school, but it's just I didn't like Kevin Hart's response to this guy because one, he didn't have to respond to this guy.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't
right?
sound right.
Like he didn't have to respond to this guy. He could have just let it, just slide or whatever.
yeah, most niggas do because they don't got time to respond.
And another thing too is that like a lot of people who did like it, the stuff that they quote is from the later half of the special, and the reason why is because the later half is funny. The first 10 minutes was not funny.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
the first 10
No,
minutes
it
I was like, damn it, oh my god, I'm gonna have to tell Tempo that he was low key kind of right, and I'm gonna fucking hate this shit. But luckily, the second half saved him and me, so it's all good.
No, the second half, I'm not about to sit here and say that shit was completely ass. It wasn't. Like, it had funny parts. But for comedies, to me, what he did came off more of a conversation than it was a comedy special. Like, it did.
Yeah.
Like, it was more of like a conversation, and this is how I feel. Like, I haven't put out something, so I want to do something and, like, make it, like, personal. And, sorry, I keep slapping my fucking mic. But making it personal and intimate. And yeah, we're gonna do that. But it was crazy. It's funny because Dave Chappelle did the same shit, and his shit was funny as fuck.
Because I feel like they didn't really. The issue with Kevin Hart was that even though he was going back to his days of old, he didn't really go back to his days of old.
No, he didn't. Like, he didn't. You ain't talk about Philly. You ain't talk about your family. You talked about your family, but you ain't talk about your actual family.
It's not even just that. It's just like the whole way how he did his stand-up was very similar to his shit last year. The only difference now is it's not in a fucking stadium, but that's not because.
And I feel like
that wasn't your decision, though. That wasn't your decision. That was because the stadiums were closed because of fucking COVID.
Honestly, I think it was a benefit for him.
Oh, the vid.
It was a benefit. It was a benefit for the stadiums to be closed, because if you would have took that shit to the stadiums and took it on tour, that shit wouldn't have done well.
Yeah. That shit would not have.
That shit would not have done well. But I also think that he like, with the Irresponsible tour, I went to one of his testing sites, like comedians do. They'll do their main show at that one arena that they film and put it on Netflix or whatever. But they test out a lot of jokes, like in between then, and we'll have shows. One Kevin had a show at the Prudential Center that I ended up going to when he was doing the Irresponsible tour, and like, yeah, no, bro. I feel like also not being able to do that, like, took away from the quality of your jokes, because you couldn't really test them out. Like, you just had to.
That's true.
You had to go out there and just try it. And like, I also, like, I have to take some slack off of Kevin, because all comedians do that. It's not even just him. So like, the fact that you're not able to do that is gonna hurt your craft, because you say you do a test show, the vid shit, nobody would laugh. Okay, I'm scrapping that joke. Like, that shit is ass. But like,
another thing too is that, like, I was kind of expecting Kevin Hart as a black man to talk something about Black Lives Matter, given everything that's going on. The fact that he didn't really even touch it was kind of like,
I feel like
weird for me.
He seems very disconnected from, like, the world in a way. Not the world, but like, he seems like he's 40, but it's like he doesn't think progressively. It's just like he's in his own thought, and that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, remember he's
like in his own little bubble.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. And someone had said it to me, and I was like, yo, that makes sense. He hangs out with a lot of people who look up to him. And that's why I feel like he's buying into his own hype, because he surrounds himself around people who aren't necessarily on his level. You know, there's people who, like, look up to him and, like, depend on him for financial shit, right? So because of, and I'm not saying, like, he's supposed to just drop his old friends. I'm not saying that. But I think the reason why he's buying into his own hype is because everyone around him is hyping him up. You know what I'm saying?
His team low-key did him dirty with this, because they could have went out. They could have told him that COVID shit was ass. They could have told.
But they probably thought it was funny because it came out of his mouth.
Yeah, no, that's the crowd. I'm like, the crowd was laughing too. I'm like, how the fuck are y'all laughing at some of this shit? Like, some of it is genuinely not funny. Like, how much did they pay y'all to laugh?
But another thing too is that you got to remember, Kevin Hart's been dropping like a special every like other year, some shit like that.
That's a choice.
Since he, no, but that's what I'm saying though. I think he needs to take a break, like a solid 3-4 year break from comedy, and, you know, keep doing the movies, you know, keep doing to stay relevant and shit. Yeah, but just like take a break from the comedy, because obviously you're missing something, and your fan base is noticing it.
Yeah, nah, he's really.
Yeah.
There's a void there. There's a mean ass void there. Like it's like he's like it's like that rich, like the money has gone to his head, but not in a way where like he's like very boastful about how much money he has, but it's more so like his lifestyle. Like you can even see it within the stand up. Like he even says like, yeah, my lifestyle has changed, all this stuff. Yeah, you're not the same Kevin Hart that you used to be, and like we used to connect to, and like so I feel like he's not adapting to like is the actual environment or things that are happening.
It's like you said, it's not so much the money, it's more so the status. Like because of his status, he no longer feels like, like he's one of the people. Like he's in his, like you said, his own little bubble. And it's you're starting to see that more and more in his shit, in his comedy.
I don't know, bro. People be like nixing people's personalities for their art. Bro, your art is an extension of your personality and who you are. So,
and that's the thing too, because when he first came out, he used to make fun of himself a lot, and that's the major difference too. Is that after he got big, he stopped making fun of himself and started making fun of like his family and other shit. But it wasn't really funny because it's kind of like, like some of the jokes just weren't really funny. Like when he called his daughter a hoe, I was kind of like. But then he redeemed himself because he was like, all right, I saw the 3 boys and I get it now. It makes sense. I would have done the same shit. But even that joke should have been
that's
funnier.
why it was funny though.
But but that joke could have been funnier. Because he said it, and the way how he like delivered it, it kind of was already weak. So by the time he got to the punchline, it was already kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and during the show, it's like he went off on tangents of his own thoughts. Like the celebrity thing was a bit, but to me it felt like somewhat of a tangent too. Like he was actually upset. There was something else during the show where it felt like a whole tangent. Like it didn't feel like a comedy special anymore. It felt like he was just talking, and he was just talking about how he feels about certain shit. And I'm like, oh, the Gen Z tangent. Or like he was talking about like pretty much our generation and how we cancel shit and y'all be out here with all this shit. That felt like a tangent. That didn't feel like a bit. Like there was no joke within that bit. It was literally just looked like he was venting.
I feel like this special was kind of like a fuck the haters, I'm still funny. And unfortunately, that's not what happened.
Yeah, that shit went left.
So, but I'm not on the train of he's fallen off. Like I don't like. Okay, I think he's
misguided.
I think the special he fell off because of the special, but I don't think this is where he's gonna stop though. Like I can still see him coming back from this.
I think he's misguided.
I think if his next special flops, then yeah. It might be kind of.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I get like one more special. I want to see like everyone could have. You're allowed to have bad specials. You know what I mean?
Everybody has a bad special.
Yeah. So it's okay, but I mean like I just want to see is this a trend, or is this just you're just having a rough patch?
He needs to go back to whatever he was on when he was doing Laugh on My Pain, Seriously Funny, and Grown Little Man. Because those 3 specials, which are his first 3 specials, are the funniest.
Yeah, no, he was on his grind, though. It's crazy because, he was on his grind, and as soon as he reached that status, like, it's like, all, like, his mindset changed and everything changed. It's like, oh, I'm here now. Like, I don't even got to work as hard. Like, I'm Kevin Hart. Like, I'm just, people are just naturally going to flock to me because I'm Kevin Hart.
People said he needs to go back and be married to Tori because he was funny when he was married to Tori. As soon as he divorced Tori, he was no longer funny.
That's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
No, because even whatchamacallit was funny to me. What's the one where he had the bit with the gun compartment and like what special was that?
Because the one before this, not irresponsible.
Was it Let Me Explain?
No. Let me explain. Hold on.
Or was that irresponsible? Was that the one before this? Because that's the one that I went to, like, when he was doing his like smaller shows. Because
I went to see What next? Oh, no, I can't freaking find it. Is it irresponsible? Hold on, let me see. No, I don't want to watch this on Netflix. I just want to see. Oh my god.
Everything but the answer.
Yeah, come on, Google. Sorry, y'all. We're trying to figure out. Why can't I? All right.
Nah, but like I was saying, I do like that stand up. Like that shit. I feel like it was rushed as fuck. But
Yeah.
But I do like some of the bits he did have for that. And it was like the actual thing where the whole bit was funny, not just like one joke within the whole bit.
No, I definitely. This has definitely been his worst one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
most recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was like bad, but just like I'm like, yeah, this is whatever. Because after watching this, I watched some other specials on Netflix. Like I watched some like Dave Chappelle specials and stuff, and I'm like, well, this is way different.
But here's the thing too: when Dave Chappelle came back from his hiatus, people said that he fell off and he was terrible and this, that, and the third. And now people are like, "Oh, Dave Chappelle is one of the greatest comedians of all time." So I'm not.
But that's
but he's
because
earned that.
he didn't drop
He's been putting out quality
special.
stuff.
He didn't drop a bad special when he came back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
But when he came back, his first show, not his first special, but his first show that a lot of people went to go see, he got booed off the stage. He talks about it.
The thing I like about Dave Chappelle, like he keeps it pretty real. Like,
yes,
if he like fucked up or did some stupid shit or something happened to a great degree, he's gonna talk about it. To where Kevin, like, it was like he wanted to blast all of that away in the light of, oh, I'm Kevin Hart.
I see what you're saying,
and that's how that felt to me. Like that's where like the disconnect is to me. Instead of being like accountable and real with himself, Kevin is still in the shadow of like, bro, I'm Kevin Hart. Like I'm supposed to be treated a certain way. Like people are supposed to think I'm funny because I am funny. And like the people around him probably aren't telling him like, bro, this isn't funny, because he might look at it differently if that was the case. And nobody's going to, like you said, nobody's going to say that. So like, it's like I feel like he's not being real with himself. The people around him and his team aren't being real with him, and it's showing.
And Dave feels more down to earth than Kevin does. You know, Kevin feels like he's like in his own. He's living his own world.
Kevin has to stop with the faces and the noises, saving his like trying to save his jokes with faces and noises, because like some of them like they do add to it, but like he did it so much in this special, it was like, bro, you're trying too hard. Like,
you know what's crazy? I feel like he didn't do it enough. Like I felt like it was kind of forced. Whereas before, when he did all those like the faces and shit like that, it felt authentic.
It was natural. Yeah, no, it was just natural because it went with the joke. And like I agree with that too. Like a lot of his movements did seem forced, or they felt unnatural, or like, and he made a lot of references to his other like shows, which is cool. Like that wasn't the issue, but it was like the type of references. It's not like he referenced funny things. He just like brought certain things back up. And I don't know. Like I feel kind of bad for Kevin, because like I want him to like find his niche again, because he's not a bad comedian.
He's not. And the thing too that I have to say is that even though this was bad for Kevin Hart quality compared to other comedy specials that I've watched, pretty okay comparatively.
Comparatively, ain't nobody else really putting out specials like that really like kicked. Like his didn't kick, but like there's other ones that are just terrible. So like so like you said, comparatively it's okay. Like it's not awful. Like I said, it's like a 4 to 5 for me, like on the scale, but it's not like a 3, 2, or 1. So, but I've watched some 3, 2, or 1s, and yeah, those are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bro, I cannot find
Amy Schumer.
his last.
Yo, Amy.
Let's not talk about Amy Schumer.
Oh God. Honestly, Chris Rock's last special was fucking awful as well.
I heard it was really bad. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was really bad.
I watched it when it came out. I watched it I was living and we were at Willie P when that came out, and I was in Century. It was around that time, so I stayed up and watched it. I was like, let me give this shit a try, and I should have went to bed because that shit was pretty bad. All
right, so the special that we were talking about, or the gun compartment shit, was Irresponsible. I finally found it.
Okay, yeah, no, Irresponsible was funny to me, but it just felt like rushed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like I think you and I talked about that before when Irresponsible first came out. Like it wasn't
because we're always arguing about Kevin Hart, bro. We're always arguing about Kevin Hart.
Yeah, we really are.
I think that's like the one thing that you and I never agree on.
It wasn't a bad special. Like I like Irresponsibly. Like I like it more now than I did like when I first watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But it just felt like rushed to me. Like it was like not so much his delivery and like the whole show in itself just felt kind of rushed.
See, I don't really remember a lot of the jokes from Irresponsible besides the gun compartment. The So Excited one, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of annoyed me.
At first, it made me laugh, but then he drug it on for so long, like.
And that's the same issue with that he had in this one, was that like some of the jokes could have been funny if he didn't drag it on for so goddamn long.
Yeah, like the one with his daughter, the one with his son. And honestly, I think pretty much when he talks about his family, he drags that shit on. Yeah. Except for like some of the ones with his wife. Some of them were funny. Some of them were just like, yeah, you're dragging us, bro. But the ape story was funny. That shit, that whole shit was funny.
The what story? Oh, the ape story. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that
shit was funny. Yeah. But yeah, no, bro. I don't know. Like I said, like I think he still got shit. He still has a lot left. It's just putting it all together.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that this is the end of his career. No. And if you feel that way, I'm sorry to say this. You're a fool.
If you feel that way, you're holding Kevin to a way higher standard than a lot of other comedians. Because there's a lot of other comedians putting out mediocre shit, and y'all be sucking them.
I think that's what it is, though. I think because Kevin Hart is placed on such a pedestal, whether you love him or hate him, people automatically assume like he's like everything that he says has to be like comedic gold. If he doesn't match that expectation, people are like, oh, he's trash.
Bro, it's like Kevin's To Pimp a Butterfly was Laugh at My Pain, and now everything he makes is going to be compared to his To Pimp a Butterfly or the Laugh at My Pain.
Yeah,
and like you're saying, like if it doesn't match up or come nearly close, it's automatically garbage in people's eyes. When that's not really true. Like it's just like a different type of funny, and you're not gonna obviously tell the same jokes that you told from. I don't think it was 10 years ago, but somewhere around that mark. Like so, and you're a different person 10 years. I hope you're a different person 10 years from now, or from when you were 10 like before. Or 13.
And plus, like I said before, I feel like if you compared that special to a lot of these comedians' best special, Kevin Hart is still better than them.
Yeah, no, that's I agree with that. Especially if we narrow it down to certain comedians. Like, first of all, what comedian is really putting out specials like that anymore?
Like one where like they're trending on Netflix like that. Like no one is doing that besides Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it's really not.
So I don't know, bro. But
I think they could be too. It's always confusing. I want to see more of these the comedy specials. I want to see more comedy specials.
It's not a lot of people do it like that. They do, but like it's a lot of like small.
No, I feel like a lot of people get their specials.
I feel like it's all time people.
But I'm actually happy for that though, because I feel like a lot of these comedians kind of get overshadowed by the greats.
No, that is true. Some of them are funny though, like Ali Wong. She's funny as fuck.
That was good.
No, she's not.
You know. Wait, do you know what I'm talking about?
The pregnant woman, right?
Yeah. No, her shit was funny to me. I
did not find her funny.
I found her funny. I not like her last one, but the one before that was funny to me.
Oh, maybe I saw the last one because
you might have saw the last one. Because the last one was not good at all. That shit was pretty bad. But the one before that, like her older work, is like when she was like in the beginning of her pregnancy and still making like pregnant jokes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like that was funny. So her older stuff to me was funny.
There's there's this one person. I gotta look them up. I found her really funny. She's this little blonde white lady. If I can just.
You talking about Amy Schumer, bro? Like you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about Amy Schumer.
He's like, oh yeah, Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer. How dare y'all?
Gosh. That's funny.
Are you talking about Hannah Gatsby?
What she look like?
She looks like. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, she looks like a lesbian white woman.
A lesbian white woman. Oh my God, Kevin.
Her hair shorts. What? It's just. I'm just.
No, she's not Australian. She's not Australian.
She is. Look.
No, the person I'm talking about is not Australian. She's an American woman.
Oh,
She's
okay,
blonde.
I see.
She's blonde. She's wearing her hair in a ponytail. She's like wearing like this little like leather jacket kind of thing.
Oh, there's a Schlesinger.
No.
Her name is Eliza Schlesinger.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
What I want to see though is more like I want to see more black women comedians. Cause they like they slap like the ones from like back in the day, like they were funny as fuck. So like I know that the potential is there, and I know that they exist. They just don't get the obviously don't get the shine that like the greats or a male would. And like that, but I know that there are funny women comedians out there. Funny black women comedians out there specifically because the only one I've seen recently is Tiffany Haddish, and to me she's not funny. So
oh my God, I hate when you say that, bro. I hate that so much because that's not true.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't find Tiffany Haddish funny. I'm sorry.
Whatever, bro. I can't find this woman. I can't find this
That's
person.
so funny.
I don't feel like looking for her.
It's crazy.
You guys have like such a different like taste in comedy specials, and yet you're always joking around with each other.
And like we genuinely make each other laugh, so that's weird. Like how the fuck?
It is so weird because a lot of the stuff that he finds funny, like comedy stand-up wise, I think is trash, and the same thing for him. Although the person I found the woman, her name is Taylor Tomlinson.
Oh, okay. I never heard of her.
I liked her. Like she didn't make me like, oh my God, but she made me laugh a couple times, little chuckles here and there.
Good. Do you guys like
I
Bill Burr?
I do like Bill Burr.
I haven't listened to enough of his stand-up. I haven't listened enough of his stand-up to say yay or nay. Honestly, and I realized this myself. I don't know a lot of. I haven't watched a lot of white comedian stand-ups.
Bill Burr and John Mulaney are the only two white.
John Mulaney is hilarious, bro.
No, John Mulaney is actually pretty fucking funny. Like his shit used to come on Pandora too. Where he used to talk about his wife and like being Irish, and I think he said his wife was Jewish.
Wait, John Mulaney, that's the dude from Big Mouth, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I find him funny. He's pretty funny.
I've actually never seen John Mulaney stand up.
I've only seen clips here and there, and every clip I've seen made me like cry.
No, he's actually genuinely funny. Like I've listened to Netflix. I don't know. Yeah, I used to listen to him on Pandora, and that's where I found him on. I'm like, oh wow, I actually fuck with him. Like I don't listen to white comedians that often, but he's funny.
Oh, he has a lot of specials on here. He has about 4, from what I'm seeing.
Oh, people love him. Yeah,
he's funny. I love his voice.
Yeah, that is.
I know that's a weird thing to say, but
he has a unique voice.
He does.
No, his voice adds to his delivery, and that's one thing I do like about him. Like,
all right, guys, I need you guys to do me a favor. What are you guys' top 3 comedy specials on Netflix?
On Netflix?
Yeah, specifically Netflix because I want to watch some more and I want to know what you guys like.
It's not a lot of my favorites on Netflix, to be honest.
Yeah.
Laugh of My Pain is still up there, so that.
But it's technically not a Netflix special though. That's just on Netflix.
No, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a Netflix special. I just want.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure Delirious by Eddie Murphy is on Netflix.
Oh, to me, Delirious is hard to watch now because he like says so much shit that is like,
Yeah, he does say some
That's
some
fine.
cringeworthy things. Like he says the F word a
really?
lot. Yeah. Well, back then
really?
it was kind of like
Yeah, it's
acceptable.
different.
But I
But
watched
Dave Chappelle says that still.
True, but with Eddie Murphy, he says it a lot. But his stand-up is so funny though, and I made the mistake of watching that shit with David's ex, and that was not.
Oh, you watched Delirious with bro?
You were there too.
I was there.
Yes, because I never seen it before, and I was excited.
KJ,
And
we
like
fucked
the first like 2 minutes,
bro.
was
The
just
2 minutes, bro. The first 2 minutes, he said, "Bitch," bro. I was like, "Oh, shit. Bro." I must have blocked that out from my memory. Like some hot shit must have happened because
it was a double date. Well, not really, but it was kind of like a double date. And I looked at Tiara and I looked at you, and then the three of us just looked at me and we're like, "All right, yeah, let's change the channel. Let's just change it."
Oh shit.
And of course, she went on a whole tangent. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
I gotta end up dating people who are more looser with their thinking a little bit. Not looser, but like I get it.
In her defense, it was a lot. Like it was a lot.
It's a lot, bro. Like I don't get through Delirious like that because of that.
And as someone who's in that community, I can understand why that's offensive.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Yeah, no, I think it would hit a little bit different if I was in the community.
Yeah, like if
I
was
still
watching
kind of don't fuck with it now. So
like if I was watching like a white comedian stand up from back in the day, and he was like, "Yeah, those fucking niggers." I'm like, "Whoa, wait, hey,
he's watching Louis C.K. He's watching Louis C.K. That was you watching?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
That actually,
I have a similar story of like, I remember seeing that stand up in middle school and thought it was so funny. And then later on in high school, it was like senior year, I was showing it. No, it was after senior year. It was like that summer.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend was like, it was kind of like, kind of the same way. I was like, I showed it that special. And I was like, but I'm the kind of guy that I'm like, I'm not turning this shit off though. So we just sat through the whole thing.
Yeah, no, that was one. There was another.
And I'm like, I do not find this is not as funny as I remember it to be. This is not aged that well.
Nah, comedian, being I feel like people don't realize how hard being a comedian actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you walk out with a script, kind of, and like it's just like it's a complete gamble. You don't know what people are going to find funny until you actually get on the stage. You don't know how your crowd is going to be until you actually get on the stage.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing of adapting. Like your job is to adapt.
Yeah, that's true.
And if like you can only adapt so much at the same time because you have your script. Like you can't just go left completely because you're going to be all over the place. So nah, bro, it's a lot more difficult than people make it seem and or critique it to be. But at the same time, if you're going to walk out there on that stage, you better be fucking funny.
Another thing, too, is like, it's easy to be funny around your friends because you're comfortable. You on that stage, you get nervous, you start sweating.
By yourself?
Yeah, you're by yourself. You might forget a punchline for a certain joke. Like, it's tough. It's really tough. Like, you know how many times I thought it was like some funny shit and I hop on this goddamn podcast and I'm like, that wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be in my head.
That happens with y'all. So there's no way I'm ever getting on stage because, like, I'll be walking to y'all like, bro, this fucking happened. Tell this fucking joke. Y'all look at me like, yeah.
That was interesting.
That's cool, bro. And in my head, I'm like, damn, bro, that was supposed to be fucking funny. Y'all ain't laughing.
I laughed when I said it in my head.
I hate when that happens. Sometimes I'm like, I'm about to say the funniest thing ever. And you guys just glaze over it.
It's like, all right, so about the playlist.
Oh shit.
The guy repeat it and then no one responds again.
It's like,
I'm like, nah, they must not.
We didn't respond. This is the reason why we didn't fucking respond.
Nah, we got to talk about the people who think that they're funny but also do that shit. The joke repeaters.
Bro, all right, not for nothing. I'm a joke repeater. I'm a joke repeater.
Yeah, I do that too.
I do that shit all the time. I've done it on this show so many times. And then I'll listen to it. Like when I'm editing the podcast, I'm listening to it. I'm like, why did I say that shit twice? It wasn't funny the first time. God damn.
Yeah.
Like I'll be doing that shit too sometimes. So it's all right. I feel like everybody does it at some point.
Bro, I'll be like, yo, nigga, shut up. Damn. Why'd you say it three times?
But I really mean the people who like aren't like y'all make me laugh. So y'all are funny. Like everybody's gonna strike out and tell a bad joke.
Yes.
But I'm talking about the people who aren't naturally funny that try to do it and like that's just
I hate a try hard motherfucker.
Yeah,
like I hate a motherfucker who tries so hard to be funny that it's not funny. Like they're like, yeah, man. Yeah. So I told her grab her by the pussy. Like that. How was that supposed to be funny? Like, where was the punchline?
Yeah. I'm mad KJ made that funny. Like I was like, I want to laugh at that because you made it funny.
Bro, all right. So
no, I know you mean though. There really are people like that.
I had put this on my Instagram story, and if you're not following my Instagram, the fuck's wrong with you?
What are you doing?
But I put this on my Instagram story, and it's when Jamie Foxx is roasting this guy, because I don't even know what the special was about, but Jamie Foxx is just roasting this one dude, and it's so funny because the guy is trying so hard to be funny, and because he's trying so hard to be funny, he's just giving more ammo to Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx is just lighting his ass up, bro. Oh my god, yo. I'm gonna find it. I'm about to find it right now. I'm gonna tell you guys what it is. It's so funny. Literally, if you go on YouTube and you go Jamie Foxx roast, bro, I think it's probably the first thing that pops up. I'm gonna look that shit up right now. I'll let you know. Fuck, how do you spell Jamie Foxx?
How do you spell Jamie Foxx?
Wait, how do you spell Jamie Foxx?
Shut up! I had a brain fart. Leave me alone, bro. Oh, okay. It's Jamie Foxx roast Doug Williams. Is that right?
How did they get this man?
No, man, you tell me.
How did
they don't tell the story.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx roasts Doug Williams, but you can't find it nowhere. You can only find the freaking interview afterwards. I want the actual shit. Oh my god! All right, don't be quiet though. Like you making this shit more awkward. Fuck.
Yep. Shut the hell. I didn't even notice it was awkward because I was also looking stuff up.
But yeah, no, bro. That's kind of how I feel about the Kevin Hart special in the whole. Like, that's how I felt about it. And then I thought about like other people's specials, and I'm like, yeah, no. In the current time, like, I feel like comedy has taken a mean ass drop because it used to be pretty like one. It used to be more prevalent, and then two, like there were more funny comedians then than there are now. Like if Kevin had dropped this special, that's
possible. I think the issue.
I feel like if Kevin had dropped this special back when there were like people like fucking.
I was like, "Fuck you, Kevin. I'm talking."
No. I'm just kind of like.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt him. That's my bad.
I'm trying to think like people back like Cedric and the Kings of Comedy and like all of this other stuff. Yeah, that shit would have got washed the fuck over. But the fact that comedy is so like kind of a dry field right now, like it'll hold its own.
People are too scared. I think now.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Everyone keeps thinking they're gonna get every comedian mentions it now. They keep mentioning about getting canceled. Oh, you're gonna cancel me? You're gonna cancel me?
I feel like it's not that hard to make a joke.
Mental.
But bro, I feel like that's such a crutch though. Yeah. Like yo, so you tell me you can't make a joke without insulting someone?
We had this discussion with a couple of our friends. This was a minute ago, back when we was doing like Apollo Net. Like somebody said something, and we were on the fence of like, bro, like you could make non-offensive jokes. I don't know if you remember that because the argument got kind of up there, bro.
I remember because it was kind of dumb though. Like I deleted it, but it was kind of dumb. So so we had done a skit. I don't remember what the skit was about, but we had done a skit, and a black person had said the N-word. Had said nigger. Like y'all, I say that shit all the time. With the hard R, right? And someone had texted me and was like,
the Uno skit. Yo, that was funny.
Oh yeah, it was the Uno shit. We did an Uno skit, and someone was like, yo, it's offensive because even though he's black, he's saying the N-word. And I was like, so if he had said nigga, it would have been fine. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, but I got nervous, so I deleted the shit.
I wasn't. It's
But
funny
then we
that
had
you
a
told that
conversation
story.
about it, and everyone was like, "Oh, bro, that's so dumb." Like, people got offended because a black guy said it. Like, come on now. We should be able to say it out of anybody.
I mean, that's kind of real though.
Oh my gosh, but I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. To be fair though, that skit you're talking about though, the way he said that was funny.
Yes, that's the point.
Like it made that's what I mean. Like, it made me laugh though. But and it wasn't. I was about to say it wasn't offensive to me, but like of course it wasn't.
That's true.
But,
It wasn't offensive to
you know
my
what I
black
mean?
ass.
Like, yeah, you're right. But I don't know, man. Those things are hard. But I think with comedy though, you're always gonna upset someone, no matter how clean. I mean, unless you're like going G-rated, I guess. But no one's doing that. Someone's gonna be like, didn't really feel that nice about that one joke.
But another thing too is like being canceled isn't the end of the world. Like people get canceled all the time and they're fine.
Yeah,
People
I know.
get canceled multiple times within the year and they're fine.
But because the people canceling them are like the same 10,000 people on Twitter.
I.e. Doja Cat. Like that's a great example. Like she got canceled like multiple times, but she's still like her music is still doing good ass numbers.
But here's the thing though, and I actually did notice canceling originated in the gay community, and they used to just be like, "Oh, you're canceled," but it was kind of like a thing you said. It wasn't, and it wasn't something that you intentionally went after. Like you weren't trying to actually cancel this person, and then because it was misconstrued, that's when we get cancel culture from. So saying like, "Oh, this person's canceled," doesn't necessarily mean like, all right, their career's over, but they might be canceled to you. Like you may not fuck with this person no more. So that's what it originally stemmed from, and then it ran away from it.
I only chuckle because that to you gif always makes me laugh. Where that's the thing, she's like to you, and that with the way people use it is fucking funny as shit.
Stop hitting your fucking mic, Tempo. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up.
Whoa. Damn. But no, I do. Like,
I'm joking, y'all.
I gotta get used to where I put this mic at because
I just acted that way, bro, because I just wanted the reaction. Hey, yo, Kevin was like, "Whoa, what happened?"
This man got his balls hanging low like Kevin Hart. Like he must have felt some shit then.
No, I'm messing with Tempo, y'all. I would never in my life ever talk to Tempo like that.
When he said he has balls in his back pocket, I was actually fucking like that shit made me laugh.
That was funny.
That shit was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny. But we're gonna skip the bro talk just because the show is almost 2 hours already.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go right into the playlist.
All right. That's okay with me.
Why?
So
all right.
My 2 songs for this week is Something About You by Jay Howell. I like it a lot. It's a very like beautiful and slow song. It's pretty much just talking about how like there's something about you that makes me just like you in my head. I'm thinking about you all the time. I just want to be with you. There's something about you. Like you're so special, you know, and
people think
all my lovebirds out there, play this for your special someone.
Who?
Definitely get the sheets a rocking, if you get what I mean. And then we got Dora by my girl Tiara Whack. Okay. It's one of her new songs. I think this means that we're gonna be getting an album soon because I want a new album.
Hopefully, it's longer than 15 minutes.
If I could just get 16 would be great for me. 20. I would like 20 minutes, please.
You want more?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie though, that 15-minute album
it was good.
Was pure fire.
Yeah, that was good.
Not a single song was skipped during them 15 minutes, bro.
Well, that'd be weird to skip one. You can't just wait a minute.
The thing too is like they each transition so well that like you kind of can't skip one because you skip one, it's like fuck. I like missed the whole part of the song. Like her album is literally just one long ass song. Kinda.
Yeah, it kind of feels that.
Like the way how it transitions.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But Kevin, what's your 2 songs, bro?
Oh, okay. First things first. I'm gonna do a Mac Miller song. Watching movies. I've just been listening to that album a little more recently again, so I got that song in my head. The other song, this song is a favorite of KJ's.
It sure is.
With Cartoons and Cereal by
Cartoons and Cereal, Cereal by Kendrick Lamar.
The fact that this shit was on Spotify for so long and niggas didn't know because this niggas didn't know, like that shit makes me kind of tight. But
yeah, me too. But the funny thing about cartoons and cereals, y'all, is this is actually the song I put Kevin on when I first met him. He would act like he didn't like nobody.
I don't act like that. I don't like nobody.
he said as soon as they hit that I was raised in the sandbox, Kevin connected, and it was. He said she was gun. She was giving birth. Hey, bro, that shit. Bro, that shit slap, bro. Cartoons and cereal. I'm tight he didn't put it on the
Favorite song.
I'm glad he didn't put it on the album because it didn't. To me, it doesn't really fit. Good Kid, Mad City. But no, I do like the song.
I disagree actually.
I disagree with your disagreement.
I feel like it would have like. I don't know. Good Kid, Mad City had a certain vibe to it that I actually really like. And cartoons,
I feel like cartoon cereals fucks with it. Not fucks with it. Like it vibes with it.
I feel like it's a good throwaway. Like it's a song that you release as a single, like around the time. Either the deluxe or like around the time you drop the actual album. You drop.
Wait, no. Because there's a song very similar to cartoon cereal on Good City Mad on
what song
on the album? Not Money Trees. The one he has with J Rock. Where it's like I just saw my homie Doma nigga.
Bro, I know what song you're talking about. I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was the poetic justice. No. That is Money Trees, dude, with J.
No, it is Money. Yeah,
it was Money Trees. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, Money Trees has a very. I'm pretty sure he got the idea for Money Trees.
No, man.
I don't know. Money Trees is just the better.
Money Trees like Money Trees. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this, and then cartoons and cereal just sound different to me. I don't even know how to. I don't even have the vocabulary to describe this music.
All right. Well, I'm gonna listen to the. Oh, you just played it. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Play that shit. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna. We gotta bump this shit real quick.
Guys, I'm not bumping shit. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You just sing in silence.
Yeah, like, no, I'm just sitting in silence. I feel like the listeners, like
listeners,
we just
you're like, okay. Me and KJ will bump it for the next 6 minutes. You guys can wait.
Bitch.
I can give you my songs of the week while they bump that song.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Hey, whatever.
One of my songs is Sailor Moon by Laya. I found this song on SoundCloud actually. I really liked it. It was on a playlist.
Let me stop dancing.
Oh, sorry.
It was on.
I thought we were doing a bit.
It was on.
I forgot that we gonna put this shit on YouTube. My bad. I don't need them to see that shit.
He said I forgot they could see me. Shit. Sailor Moon by Laya. I found it on SoundCloud. I really like the song. It's definitely worth the listen. Laya, Laya. And the second song is actually it's in Spanish. The title is forgive me if I mispronounce this. I didn't do that intentionally. It's Mala Mana by
Hallelujah.
Ryla.
How the hell you gonna pick the song and I know how to pronounce the artist
Anyway, her name is spelled
Amateur Hour.
Her name is spelled Riela.
Say
that's
her name.
definitely
Say her name.
Hey, how about you say her name?
It's not my song. It's not my song.
You so pressed to say her name, bro. Say the name. Say the name.
It's your song.
Come on, bro. We Destiny's Child in this shit. Go ahead. Say the name.
David hit you with the no you, KJ.
Don't do it.
I already said it. That
Pick
shit.
the song.
It's probably Ryla because that's how it's spelled, unless it's pronounced differently. But I mean, KJ. There we go. Yeah, no, those are my two songs, though, guys.
Hold on, play cartoons real quick. I'm trying to.
Oh, my bad. I forgot, dude. I'm so sorry, KJ. I actually forgot you could actually listen to what I'm listening to.
Yeah, I am, bro. Oh man, but yeah. So, David, next time you put a song on the playlist, make sure you know how to pronounce
all
that
right,
shit.
bro. First of all, I'm gonna go back to these past episodes where KJ, we got to the playlist and KJ was like, "Oh damn, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. I'm about to spell this shit."
Whoa, that ain't me. That's when you pick a motherfucker. I'm like, yo, how you spell that?
Well, I mean, I'm out here trying to put them on, bro. It's the price you gotta pay sometimes.
I'm just saying, it couldn't have been hard to try to, figure out the woman's pronunciation of her name.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Come on now.
Look, bro, when you don't pay
now.
for Spotify, it's a lot of shit they don't let you touch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have Spotify Premium, they teach you how to pronounce the words.
All right. So, does anyone have any announcements before we end this goddamn show?
Yeah, no, guys. Like I said, I'm working on the EP. I'm actually like working on it. I'm working on like 3 or 4 songs at the same time. I'd like to jump around when working on shit, but yeah, no, bro. Everything's process, and y'all are definitely gonna like the result, because like I'm surprised myself with the capability that like I came out with it, and the way I'm approaching this project. Like I wasn't expecting some of the energy that I'm putting into this, so like y'all are gonna like it. Or if you don't like the whole thing, like you're gonna like certain songs that are gonna slap. There's one song in particular that like could get me out of here, bro. Like we might be the Apollo Bros one day and fuck around, be somebody else the next, and we be up there with Kevin Hart talking about, yeah, we the Apollo Bros. But yeah, no, bro. Stay tuned, definitely, because I got a treat for y'all.
Dude, yeah, hyping this up too much. I'm excited.
Bro, yeah, I'm so excited. So
yeah, I'm so excited anyway about me.
I'm sorry, yo. I didn't mean it to sound like that. I'm sorry. I was trying to get through the episode because I don't want it to be 2 hours, bro.
He said, I'm not trying to smash my fucking MacBook, bro. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, bro. My MacBook sound like a jet engine trying to do all this, bro. So I know I told you guys I was going to drop a video last week, and I had all intention to, but I had some bad Chinese food at work, and I was like out of commission for like 2 days. So that's honestly the reason why y'all didn't get a video last week. I know
number 2.
I know I'll be bullshitting a lot, but no, like for real. I recorded yesterday. Tempo can verify this because I had to like call him afterwards. So yeah, I recorded yesterday. I just gotta edit it. I'm probably gonna drop it either Friday or Saturday, depending on how shit moves this week. Also, y'all try to stay safe because this coronavirus is not playing around.
Yeah, no, bro. Corona's not going for the holiday. Like, y'all got to keep that in mind. Like, yeah, I get it. Y'all have an agenda of like, oh, we're going to do this, that, and the third, but don't be wanting to do this, that, and the third and get everybody sick and have a real long-term like problem. Like, no, it's not worth it. You can call people.
It's not at all.
Video chat, use Zoom. There's so
like this is a hard time for everybody, and like I know it's especially if like you're the only person who like out of your family, you're mad far from your family. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's better to miss this one Thanksgiving than someone gets sick and die. You know what I'm saying? So just stay home, stay safe, stay hydrated. Try and stock up now because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be in a quarantine real soon.
Real soon.
So just stay safe. Just stay strong. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, Tempo. But yeah, just stay safe and just stay strong. We're in the home stretch. We're in the home stretch right now.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because if y'all start turning into zombies, that's a whole nother stretch within itself.
Bro, I got the machete and I got a paintball gun. I'm ready.
Bro, we're gonna need a whole tactical team at that point. So we're just gonna have to plan. Unless one of y'all become zombies, then I have to kill you. But yeah, like it is what it is.
If I become a zombie, I'm coming after you first.
Y'all reactions was perfect, bro. Y'all sat there and was like, damn, bro, he really just said he'll kill me like that. Like we ain't.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. You getting a swift machete to the neck, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not one of those people in the movies like, no, Johnny, he's still in there. No, bro, I'm off.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
Tempo gone. Kevin gone.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Their mind is gone, bro.
Kev, you have any announcements?
Not this week.
All right, you just beat your dick like normally. Awesome. See y'all next week.
Yeah, every morning. You know, I go 6:30 on the dot.
We'll see you guys next week, bro.
All right, peace, y'all.